going on, YouTube? So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys an overview of the Tabor Pipe. And the Tabor Pipe is a really awesome instrument. Basically, these are free-hole flutes, They come in various sizes, various materials, They're a lot of fun to play. They have 1 to 2 octaves typically, so you play by blowing harder and softer to get the higher notes, And they're a lot of fun because you play it in one hand, you can play percussion in the other hand, anything really. You could even play something like this shit, This is not traditional, but hey, you can play fucking anything with one of these, as long as you can do it on the other hand. They're traditionally played with these drums, and they sound a lot of fun, These instruments, they go back to the 11th century, at least the 11th century. They could have been around even longer. And they were pretty popular up to the 19th century, They slowly faded out of fashion, but they're still played in parts of the world. If you look up a lot of English folk music, specifically the Morris dance tradition or whatever they call it, they play these things. And also if you go for other parts of Europe, there's a special type of these called I'm going to pronounce this wrong, it's spelled T-X-I-S-T-U. My guess is it's pronounced Zistu or something. I couldn't find any pronunciations online, so if you know it in the comments, post it down there or whatever. And yeah, those are popular in the Basque region of Spain. But enough bullshit, let's get on to what these things sound like. So right now I have a wooden one in my hand, right? This is handmade in Hungary. And I'm going to play this with the traditional drum, I'm just going to be making some shit up, Just something real quick, see what it sounds like for you guys. So, here we go. And as you could hear there, this one I wasn't really doing too great on when I played it right there, because I'm used to playing the larger ones, right? And each one of these kind of has a different pressure for overblowing the notes. This one goes like this. That wasn't even too great, but basically you overblow to change the pitch. And it's a lot of fun. So let me show you guys what the other ones sound like. I mean, the drum's nice to play, but honestly, you have more maneuverability if you use something else. I like this African percussion thing a lot, because it's you can do a lot of shit with that, but I mean, you could do anything, even this fucking rattle thing. Yeah, so we showed you the Hungarian one. This is an English one. This one's made by Generation, made in England. I got this one on Amazon, so that was nice. I was able to get some relatively fast shipping. This one's made a lot like a tin whistle. We got a metal body, plastic flute head, whatever you call them. And it sounds like this. Something like that, They sound a lot like a tin whistle. I mean, this is a plastic one. This one's also in the key of D, just like this one. I don't think I mentioned this one. This one was key of C. So the plastic one sounds like this. It has kind of a crisper sound. This has much more of a breathy sound, the metal one. I don't know if you could really hear the difference that well, but I want to say this has if you could see the sound, right? This would be kind of rough, and this would be very smooth. And, like I said, I might have said it earlier, but you could play 2 at the same time, which is nice. that's a lot of fun too. I mean, that's one of the really nice things about these instruments is, especially the smaller one, like, you can play these things anywhere while you're doing stuff. Because, like, you can play it with one hand like this. And it's like, you could do stuff while you're playing it. And I love that. Like, let's say, like, I'm, like, waiting for a commercial on TV or, like, doing something on a computer or, fuck, even if I'm, like, on, like, lunch break at work, you know. Play one of these. You can put it in your glove box. Play with one hand. It's a ton of fun. Now, these are my favorite ones. These longer ones. These are in the key of G. These plastic ones, by the way, they're made in South Carolina. Really awesome company. It's called Susato. You got to check their website out. They make a ton of these, like, different kinds of flutes. They even make some kind of 4-hole recorder that you play with one hand. They say it's, like, a lot of fun. I've never tried it. But, yeah, these are the G ones. And they're fucking awesome. I love them. Like, I fucking love anything. These are so awesome. Because these have a nice, deep, rich sound. But this one's the best. So first I'll show you this one. So this guy, he is a small bore G1. This one, it's got more of a, sounds more like a fife than a flute. The other one sounds more like a flute than a fife. You'll see why. So let me just play something real quick for you guys. So that kind of has a sound like that, and this has a much richer sound. And, yeah, that's, like, the one thing that can be annoying when you're playing these. Like, for example, if you're practicing, it's not much of a problem, because it's like you're just fucking practicing, you know. It's pretty easy to get all the notes. But, like, when you're in a recording situation kind of like this, right, you kind of heard me kind of fucking up the overblow, right? And that's because when there is, like, a slight, anything that even produces, like, a small amount of anxiety, you kind of fuck up your overblow thing. And that's why, like, you got to really practice with these. And, seriously, they're a lot of fucking fun. I highly recommend you check out the Susato one. The wooden ones are pretty nice, too. I mean, you don't find these ones as common. The Hungarian one was a pretty good price. That's on Etsy, so you can look him up. He does a good job. The metal one's kind of nice, too. Got kind of a shrill sound. Kind of fuck up your eardrums a bit, you know, especially if you're inside. But, these big ones, I fucking love the big ones. Like the big bore big one. This one is just so fun, so much fucking fun, you know? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video. You guys have an awesome day.